Welcome back to the Astronomical Learners YouTube channel. So this is another video in our learning series, and this video is going to be more about the alphabetical order of learning phonemic awareness. So if you're ready, let's get started. So again, why is alphabet order important? Well, the alphabet is the foundational skill in reading, especially when it comes to the English language. If we do not understand printed symbols on a page, we cannot read words and unlock their meaning. So if you're looking for a free printable, you can check out my website. This is included in a packet. You can download it. You can use it as a tracker to track, oh, this is the letter I'm learning, or this is the phoneme I'm learning, or the grapheme. So let's get started here. The first letter, if you remember from our other videos, is, that's right, letter A. And what is that phoneme? That's going to be ah. Ah. The first sound you're going to learn is ah. Just like in the word apple. Another sound it makes is the long vowel sound, just like in the word acorn. Acorn. So you remember that letter name? That's going to match those long vowel sounds. So really, you're going to know these a lot faster. The harder part is knowing the short vowel sound, just like an apple. Apple. So let's decode, because we know some sounds already, right? So if we have a, k, t, we can blend them and read act. Great job. Next letter is B, the letter B. This makes the sound b, b. Just like in the beginning of the word base, and in the middle, ball. Baseball, b. Now let's blend. B, a, t, bat. Great job, just like a baseball bat. Next letter is k, k. This is letter C, and it makes the initial sound of k. But I want you to know that it does make two different sounds. The first sound you want to learn is the hard consonant. That's k, like in cake. Now, even the letter name itself, C, that's a soft C. So it makes that S sound when it's next to certain vowels. So we have city. So let's decode, knowing that hard consonant, k, a, t, cat. Great job. Next we have the letter D, and this sound is d, d. Just like in the beginning of the word dinosaur, d. So let's decode. D, e, n, den. Great job. Next we have the letter E. E. Now this is a vowel, so it's going to have two initial sounds. So the first one you want to learn is the short vowel sound, E, and the sound is eh, just like in the word egg. Eh, egg. The next is saying its name, eagle, eagle. That's the long vowel sound. Let's decode with that short vowel sound. Eh, n, d, end. Great job. Next we have the letter F, and this makes the sound f, f. So sometimes it's easier to touch your teeth to your bottom lip to make that f sound, just like in the word fruit. Fruit. Now let's decode. F-ed. Fed. Great job. Next we have the letter G. G, just like the C, this is going to have two different sounds, but you want to learn the hard consonant first. Goat. That sound is G, just like in the beginning of goat. G, the letter name itself, has that soft consonant sound. J, just like in giraffe. It sounds like a J, but it's spelled with a G. And it happens during certain vowels, just like the soft C. So let's decode with that hard consonant. G-et. Get. Great job. All right, next letter is H. H, and it makes an unvoiced sound. So we're going to say, it's like if you're on a really cold day and you want to see your breath. Just like in the beginning of the word horse. So let's decode. N. Hen. Just like a female chicken. Hen. Next, we have the letter I. I. And it's a vowel, so we have two different sounds. So the short vowel sound is going to be I, just like in the word itch. And the long vowel sound says the letter name, ice. Ice. So let's decode that short vowel sound. Itch. Itch. Next letter is J. J. So don't confuse this with that soft consonant of G. This letter is all on its own, and it makes the sound J. J. Just like in the beginning of the word jump. Jump. So let's decode. Jet. Jet. Great job. Next we have the letter K. K. So don't confuse this with the hard C, but they can also be combined together to make the sound K. K. So K, just like in the beginning of the word kangaroo. Now let's decode. K-it. Kit. Next we have the letter L. L. And it makes the sound ol, just like in the beginning of the word lemon. Now let's decode. O-et. Let. Next letter is M. M. Think of mom. That first sound is just like in the word monkey. So let's decode. At. Mat. Great job. Next letter is N, and it makes the sound n. So touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth to make that sound. Just like in the beginning of the word nest. Nest. Let's decode. N-ot. Not. Great job. Next we have the letter O. O. This is also a vowel. So remember, it's going to have two sounds. We have the short vowel sound right here. Ah. Ah. Just like in the beginning of octopus. And we have a long vowel sound where it's going to say its name, just like an oval. Oval. So let's decode with that short vowel sound. Odd. 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 Next, we have the letter P. P, and it makes the P sound. Just like in the beginning of the word pump and in the middle of pumpkin. Pumpkin. Let's decode. Pet. Pet. Great job. Next, we have the letter Q. Q. Remember, this always goes with U. So let's find an example here, right? So just like in the beginning of the word queen, we have that qu sound. Qu. Qu. Now let's decode. Quit. Quit. Great job. Next we have the letter R. R, and it makes sound. Just like in the beginning of rabbit. Rabbit. So let's decode. At. Rat. Great job. Next we have the letter S. S, don't confuse that with that soft C. We're going to make that hissing sound, just like at the beginning of snake. Snake. So let's decode. Sit. Sit. Great job. Next we have the letter T. T. So you can put your teeth together to say the beginning sound of T for turtle. And let's decode. T-e-n. 10. Great job. Next we have the letter U. U. This is a vowel, so we're going to have two sounds. The first is the short vowel. We're going to learn just like in the word umbrella. The long vowel is U, just like in unicorn. For umbrella, U, unicorn. So let's decode with that short vowel sound. Up, up. Great job. Next letter is V. V. This sound is V. Think of like a vrooming car, just like in the beginning of the word vegetable. Let's decode. Vet. Vet. Just like the short version of a veterinarian that you would take your dog or cat to. Next letter is W. W. And this makes W sound. Think about all your question words. Or in the beginning of watermelon. W. Let's decode. Wet. Wet. Like in the summer in the pool, you're going to get wet. Next letter is X. X. And it makes the sound X. X. Just like at the end of the word fox. So let's decode. Box. Box. Great job. Next letter is Y. Y. Now this, when I was growing up, we always said sometimes Y when it comes to vowels, and you're going to see exactly why. So as a consonant, it makes the sound Y, just like in yellow. As a vowel, it makes this sound, this I sound in gym, that I sound in gym. As a vowel, it makes the I, just like in the word Y, and it also makes the E sound, just like in lazy. So we have Y, I, and E. So you don't have to remember these by memorization. You can just understand, okay, there are certain rules that we're going to learn of why it changes its sound, but the main sound is going to be Y. So let's decode with that consonant sound. Y-S. Yes. Next letter is the last letter of the alphabet, Z, and it makes the sound Z. Think about a zipper, Z. Or like in the word zebra. So let's decode. Z-I-P. Zip. And that is the end of this video. Please join me next time for the phonics order of this phonemic awareness lesson.